Hello everyone, right here I have a 2017 Peugeot 508 THP. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. As you can see, the side mirrors are currently folded out. Upon locking the car, they automatically fold in. And upon unlocking, they automatically fold out again. If you press and hold on the unlock button, you are able to roll down all 4 windows in the car simultaneously. And to roll all of them back up together, just press and hold on the lock button. Standard for the whole first generation 508 range in Malaysia except for the pre-facelift Turbo S variant is Peugeot's version of a smart keyless entry and start system. So, just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. To lock the car, press the ribbed area on any of the 4 door handles. And to unlock the car, just wait a moment and tap the area again behind any of the 4 door handles. Along with that smart keyless entry is a keyless push button start system. So to start the 508, make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to the right of the steering wheel. The first generation 508 is equipped with a rack and pinion electric power steering system. Standard across the range is a leather steering wheel with a flat bottom design and sport grips at 10 and 2. In Malaysia, no matter which engine is chosen, the 508 is only available with a 6-speed automatic transmission. This transmission features a manual shifting option selected either by the gear lever or by the pedal shifters behind the steering wheel. Front and rear parking sensors are standard across the range, and the facelifted 508 is fitted with a reverse camera with guidance signs. Safety features in the 508 include 6 airbags, an anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, an electronic stability program, anti-skid regulation, hill start assist, a tire pressure monitoring system, an alarm system, deadlocking, and an immobilizer. Isofix child seat anchor points are found on the outer 2 rear seats. 18-inch 5 U-spoke silver alloy rims are found in the facelifted 508 THP. This 508 rides on 235/45R18 Michelin Primacy 3ST tyres. Ventilated disc brakes are found in front while the back gets solid disc brakes. The suspension is McPherson struts in front and a multi-link setup at the rear. The 508 is Peugeot's D-segment vehicle. It was conceived to replace both the D-segment 407 and the E-segment 607. The first details and images of the first generation 508 was leaked to the internet in July 2010, followed by additional official information by Peugeot in September 2010, and finally it was officially launched at the 2010 Paris Motor Show. It rides on the PSA PF3 platform like the 407 it replaces, and is most closely related to the second generation Citroën C5. The first generation 508, codenamed W23, was offered in 3 body styles: a 4-door saloon, a 5-door estate marketed as SW, and a 5-door rugged estate marketed as RXH. It was available with a range of petrol and diesel engines, with most of them being turbocharged. There's even a hybrid version called the Hybrid 4, which uses a 2-litre turbo diesel engine powering the front wheels and an electric motor powering the rear wheels for an all-wheel drive configuration. The Hybrid 4 powertrain was available as an option on the 4-door saloon and was the only powertrain available for the 508 RXH. In September 2014, Peugeot unveiled the facelift for the first generation 508. The facelift brought about new head and rear lights, new front and rear bumpers, a new front grille, a new bonnet, a revised center console, and a new infotainment system. The first generation 508 was on sale until 2018 when it was replaced by the second generation 508, now bearing the R83 codename. In Malaysia, the pre-facelift first generation 508 was on sale between October 2011 and May 2015, while the facelifted model was on sale between May 2015 and sometime in 2019. Powering this 508 is the EP6 CDTM, 1.6 litre, dual ovate cams, 16 valves, turbocharged inline-4 petrol engine. This engine features direct injection and variable valve timing. It produces 163 horsepower at 6000 rpm and 240 Nm of torque at 1400 to 4250 rpm. 0 to 100 km per hour takes 9.2 seconds, and the top speed is 220 km per hour. With a 72-litre petrol tank, combined fuel consumption for the 508 THP 165 automatic is 7.1 litres per 100 km. 164 grams of carbon dioxide is emitted per kilometre, and the 508 is a front-wheel drive vehicle. Exterior features of the facelifted 508 THP include automatic auto-leveling LED projector headlights, automatic wipers, automatic high beams, LED daytime running lights, LED front and side indicators, LED front and rear fog lights, LED rear lights, body-coloured side mirrors, body-coloured door handles with chrome trim, and a single exhaust pipe. Speakers right there and right there, storage, mirror controls, window controls. All of the windows in this car are powered, and all of them do have a full automatic function in both directions. Electronic child locks and window locks for the rear doors. This button pops open the boot lid. This one pops open the fuel door. Right here you have your heads-up display controls, a tiny bit of storage together with the button to turn off the anti-skid regulation system. And the driver's seat in this 508 THP does get full powered adjustments. All of the controls are located right down there, including your 4-way power lumbar support. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how it revs. Quad zone automatic climate control system, These are the front controls, and there are a separate set of controls for the rear which I'll show you later. But back to the front controls. Fan speed, recirculation, rear defrost, air conditioning, front defrost, different modes and temperature for the front passenger, different modes and temperature for the driver. You can turn on or off the rear air conditioning from right here. You have your fast, soft and automatic modes for the climate control. And right here you have mono. Mono means if you have it turned on, the driver's side will control all of the controllable options, but if you turn it off, each side will have their individual controls. Storage, together with a power outlet. You have the vehicle's sport and winter modes right here. You also have the 3-stage heated seats for the driver and front passenger. This one activates the automatic high beams, while this one turns off the interior sensors for the alarm system. Cup holders. And right down here, you have the CD player, eject button for the CD player, power button, volume knob. You have shortcut buttons for navigation, drive, media, telephone, setup, and web. Right here, you have the microphone off button, seat track buttons, zoom buttons, and this one dims the display. Electronic central locking. The facelifted 508 comes with an integrated touchscreen head unit. This system features a 7-inch infotainment display, various media connectivity options, and navigation. Sound is routed to the JBL sound system with 10 speakers producing 500 watts of power. The sound system that this 508 uses is actually quite good. We are currently in the Bluetooth audio streaming menu with the current song playing information. The album art will show up here if available. Right here, the artist and album name will show up here again if available. You have the song title, you can go back a song, go for the song. You have the song number right here. You have the shuffle or repeat options right here. If we hit the source button, you can select your desired media option. You have FM, AM, CD, jukebox, USB, iPod, Bluetooth, and auxiliary. Hit this button, and we can bring up your media settings with your radio list. You can also view photos, videos. Bring up your media settings with the shuffle, repeat options, together with your auxiliary amplification. Announcements settings. Next up, we have the navigation menu with the map. You can enter the interactive map right here. Use the buttons to go to your desired location, or you can just use your finger. Right here we have the compass, zoom. You can enter destination right here, save current location, resume guidance. You can also bring up route settings, voice synthesis, diversion if available. You can have the map full screen. Hit that button and we can also enter a destination right here, search for points of interest, bring up your traffic messages, navigation settings, show points of interest, bring up your map settings. Under the settings menu, with your various options. And under map settings, again we have the various options. Under the drive menu, we have the parking sensors, blind spot monitoring, we have the current figures menu right here with the range and instant fuel consumption, but we also have trip 1 and trip 2. Within the two trip meters, average fuel consumption, distance travelled and average speed. Media goes back to the media menu. This button turns off the display. Under telephone, we can obviously dial a number, look at your contacts, look at your call lists, bring up your telephone connections menu, where you can set your Bluetooth connections, bring up your telephone options, search for devices. Under the setup menu, we can change the color schemes, turn off the display, bring up your audio settings, with your bass treble, preset equalizers. You can also set the fader and balance, your various sound effects, ringtones, voice settings. You can also bring up your system settings, units. You can delete data, restore back to factory settings. You can set the time and date, languages, calendar, bring up a calculator, and bring up your screen settings. Heads-up display, front quarter windows, and as shown earlier, this car does have power folding side mirrors. To fold the side mirrors in from the inside, make sure this switch is in the middle and pull back on it. Right here is a 508's electronic parking brake. It is currently engaged. To disengage it, put your foot on the brake and push the lever in. To engage it, simply pull the lever back out. Wiper controls. Press the button at the end of the wiper stalk and you can go between the range and current fuel consumption, trip 1, trip 2, track information, navigation information, digital speedometer, and back to the range and instant fuel consumption. Below the display, the left two buttons adjusts the brightness, checks for faults in the car, and the 000 resets the trip meter. Seat track, different media mode selection, and also doubles up as your Bluetooth telephone controls. This one allows you to switch between the various menus. List depends on which menu you're in. You can bring up your list of radio stations, your list of calls and whatnot. You have your cruise control buttons right here and right here. You have your configuration button right here, which basically, if you just scroll the wheel, basically goes through your various displays. But if you click the wheel down, you can bring up your vehicle parameters option, where you can set your access to the vehicle settings, driving assistance settings, light settings, right here you have your volume controls, mute, light and indicator controls, and the steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. Storage with a cover, front center armrest, it is slidable. Under the front center armrest is a storage area, and right in here as well you have a power outlet together with the auxiliary and USB ports. Auto dimming rear view mirror, LED front reading lights, together with your LED interior light. This one turns on the lights at the back, or turns off. Sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and a couple of lights. Also for the driver is a grip handle. Alright, so I guess if that's it for the startup, we can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. Sunshades for the rear windows. Window control, speaker, bottle holder and storage. And the rear seat backs in this 508 do fold. They split 60-40 when folding, and to fold them down, first make sure the headrests are all the way down. Then locate the levers on the sides of the outer two rear headrests. The lever on that side folds down the left seat, while the lever on this side folds down the right seat and the middle seat. Just pull it and flip the seat backs down. I did set the driver's side to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is quite a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for legroom, I get about this much. And I get about this much in terms of headroom. It is actually quite nice and spacious back here. The seats are soft and comfortable as well. On the front seat backs are storage pockets together with cutouts that help with additional legroom. Rear aircon vents in the middle, with a power outlet in between it. And below, the aforementioned rear climate control controls. You have the temperature and different modes for the right side, temperature and different modes for the left side. You have your fan speed controls, and the automatic mode button is in the middle. Front center armrest with cup holders and a pass through to the back. And right above, for both sides at the back, are grip handles, hooks, and LED reading lights or interior lights depending on which function it is. There is also a rear sunshade that is manually operated. There are 3 ways to pop the boot lid open in this 2017 508. Boot space in the 508 is 515 litres with the rear seat backs in place. Fold the rear seat backs down and the boot space increases to 958 litres. To the left of the boot is a storage strap. On both sides of the boot are hooks. On the boot lid itself is the vehicle's warning triangle, and on the top of the boot is a light. Under the boot floor is the vehicle's spare tyre, toolkit, and jack. Adjustable headrests front and rear. Speakers, window control, storage, and the front passenger seat in this car does get full powered adjustments as well, with the same set of adjustments as found on the driver's side, including a 4-way power lumbar support. Not a very big glove box, you only have this area to store items in, but it is illuminated, and the reason for the small glove box is due to the location of the fuse box right here. Grip handle for the front passenger, and the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror with a couple of lights as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2017 Peugeot 508 THP. Thanks for watching and goodbye.